Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. One semester ago, I attended online lectures. There were many interesting things, up and downs during online lecture. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Eliana Wati, name 21192034 from the Entrepreneurship Undergraduate Study Program. I'm now in semester 2. My goal is to make this video to fulfill the final exam for the 11th semester Business English course 2. The time is online learning experience due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Surely every student has their own story at responding to lectures online, and here I will tell you from my experience happy listening out. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, activities outside the home have been limited and most activities are carried out online. In addition to that, which also has an effect on education. We used to be face-to-face learning, now online and using social networking application that make it easy to interact remotely. What I plan about is that if the pandemic will continue, automatically making all work and education done online, of course it will be boring, especially when there are online classes. Many of the students are not serious in learning. It will be different from face-to-face learning, which I think will be more helpful to understand effectively. They said that there are also problems with the signal. They have experienced when the Zoom burns out due to a bad signal. So there were some material that I didn't understand and got listening to. Moreover, you have to have a lot of quota because starting from excitement are done online. Even though not everyone has enough things to buy a quota or have a program to take online class. But online class are sometimes less effective because there are many lecture students that do not meet even on holiday. There are still class or some lecture for sometimes online lecture also. When we do work, we can take offline class anywhere, but inside and outside the home, because for me comfortable in the class will make sense lecture and some play and focus. The interesting thing about online lecture, many lectures can pay students to join the community. But in reality, not all students do it. For various reasons, on every week may be due to network factor or the laptop camera is having problem. For me, online lecture can shine and enhance creativity because when students are given a segment where the text requires creativity, especially my major is entrepreneurship, which is in the required to be a creative person. For example, a segment around business or video content, of course, to make it creativity ideas are needed to make it look attract and make the audience look good to see it. If asked to choose online lecture or face-to-face lecture, I will choose face-to-face lecture because that when my brain is explored to think clearly without the help of guru to solve the problem, especially when the lecture gives an explanation of the material. In my opinion, it can be more effective in the main than online lecture because only students tend to be lazy. like studying offline. Older students, especially me, have responsibility, time discipline, and can use the equation too. As for the drawbacks, fact that I will when studying online. It takes a lot of quota, the network is broken. The difference staring at the cartoon or laptop screen all day, especially to understand the material present in the lecture. It tends to be difficult. In my experience when studying online with almost a year out, I have received the same learning as offline lecture in general. But the material explained by the lecture is a bit difficult to understand, especially the type of material that is done with calculation, so that the understanding of oceanic is only limited because the lecture explained also not in too much detail. Not all of the students who were present at the time of Zoom were present in the online class. That's the video story about online lecture. Hopefully in the future our Earth will improve and lecture will resume of us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.